Okay, we've got Steve Blasson coming out, and as you can tell, he's aged slightly too. Of course, Steve, former winner of this event, and he beat his old mate Kelvin Kirko, who's also dressed in red here. In 1995, Steve Blasson beat Kelvin Kirko 25-18, Kurt.
Yeah, it is, what's that, 24 years ago?
24 years ago, mate. I'll tell you what, mate, they look a bit tattered there, my friend, don't they?
They're getting a bit over the hill.
They're getting a bit over the hill now, mate. It's Karen Murphy, thank God she's here to help him. Kelvin's going to try and do a Damien here, mate.
Karen still kept her youth, but the other two have moved on.
Oh, they're gone, mate. They're absolutely shattered, so... you see Kelvin, they're just winding him up on the mat, mate, so we'll put it on in a minute, so... We're just going to put it on at the moment, so the two veterans, you see Glass there with his walker, he needs it badly to this day and age, mate, so... I hope the only difference being, mate, that they haven't got brown shoes on, Kurt.
Yeah, no.
Hey?
No, and they don't have the white pants on either.
You got that right, mate. Here we go. Kelvin's got his stick. He's going to roll the kid. He's won the toss. Here we go. Coming back a few years for this one. As you said, Kurt, 24 years ago since they played the final, my friend.
Yep.
And Glass has played the old trick. He's kicked Kelvin's bowls into the ditch on the far end. And they'll play that one, mate. Very well thought out. So, yeah. One end shootout. Who's going to win this? Revenge for Kelvin, who has won the Nugget since he got defeated by Steve. Two absolute legends of the game here, Kurt.
Yep. Don't get much bigger than Kelvin Kirko and Steve Blasson.
There's a Hopawati just being done then on Kel. There's John Hopawati's been reincarnated here, mate, on the bowling green. Never thought I'd get to see that day. I tell you what, Kelvin must have liked that, because look at this, he is close. No, he's pulled up, coming through the paint there, just pulled him up a little bit. Blasso's a little bit nervous.
Knees are knocking.
Knees are knocking bad.
Palms are sweating.
Here he is. And one shot. That's it. Karen just doing the right thing and showing him where the kid is. A bit of fun here for the crowd, that's for sure. Kelvin got shot there. Glass can't pick it up. Look out. Remote control there, Kurt, by the looks of it, mate. Kelvin's knocked him out, so there you go. His knees are shaking. Oh, he's had a drive. He's having a look at it. He missed it. Two bowls left for these two great champions. Bring back memory watching these two play, I can assure you. Just having a bit of fun with the crowd. Look, Kel's not too far away with this one. Glass might... No, he's going to draw it. I reckon only true champions can come back and draw after a full-blooded drive. Is that right, Kurt? Or?
Well, we're soon to find out.
Oh mate. Only true champions can do that, my friend. A bit of fun for the crowd, which is fantastic. I'm sure Kel will load up on this one. Oh, he just missed the kitty with that one. No. Wouldn't be surprised if Glass takes this out himself. Great to see.
Let's put a wrong bias down.
Glass wins again. Happened in 1995 and again in a one-end shootout today. A bit of fun there, just keeping the crowd, just getting them warmed up for the major event. And well, Kurt, what a major event we've got, mate. We've got two of the young guns, Aaron Teese and Corey Wedlock. How do you see the game shaping up, mate?
Yeah, no, both guys have been in really good form. Corey's been outstanding, really.
Has been, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been playing really well. Played very well this morning against Ryan Bester.
Yep.
Teesey, well, obviously Teesey's been going good too. He's in the final, but they're club mates. They play a lot together. They play a lot against each other. Know each other's game very well. This one should be a really tight one.
Yep, and of course the ladies' final, mate. What can one say with that? Joe Edwards, an absolute champion of our game, been around for a couple of decades now and still playing magnificent bowls. And, of course, Natasha Scott. And what a crack of a game it was between her and Chloe Stewart, mate. Just absolutely fantastic to watch, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I sat on the grandstand down that end of the green and watched that game this morning. And, both girls played very well. But, for the final here, look, I'm not sure if you're going to tip anyone, how can you go past Jo? Like, she's undefeated. She hasn't lost a game. I think Natasha might have lost 2 through her section play, and Jo's just been typical Jo for the last 3 days. Just
very workmanlike, isn't she? She's just like a machine. She goes on the green, she delivers the bowl, takes 2 steps to the left or right, drops her head, and looks up when it's just about to hit the white thing.
Nothing phases her.
Very absolutely pretty to watch, isn't it? You know what I mean? She's absolutely, as I said, a true legend of the game, that's for sure. And of course you've got the 2 up and comers, which should be absolutely fantastic to watch these 2 young guns go head to head with each other. They both play with no fear. They just look at their shots and play them, Kurt, don't they?
Yeah, well, we'll have a new winner on the honours list this year anyway for Corey or Teasy. Neither of them have won before. Natasha has won a gold nugget in 2014.
Yep.
And Jo Edwards, of course, has won 4. So
I think she's got enough of them at the moment, mate. But as you can see, the crowd really starting to build up there now, looking quite good out there. There's a lot of people. There's still people coming in. There's still a lot of people inside. Upstairs, restaurants absolutely full. The bar areas, chock-a-block full. So absolutely, what a wonderful atmosphere for these great players to participate in, mate.
Yeah. The crowds are massive here. I've just been upstairs trying to get some lunch, and it's near impossible.
Still hungry, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Kurt. It's well, you can see there, Robbie's got great shots there of the wonderful facility, or Bob has, of the wonderful facility at Tweed Heads Bowls Club. And that's the restaurant upstairs. And Wayne was saying before that those restaurant seats, which overlook the green, magnificent viewing up there, platform, he reckons they've been sold out since June.
Yeah, I inquired about seats for some friends of mine, and they were sold. Yeah, that would have been mid-June.
Mid-June, yeah.
That's a big event, the Golden Nugget. The crowds come back every year.
Well, mate, just look at the sky. I mean, you've got beautiful blue sky, a bit breezy there in the first game when they first went out, Kurt, but the conditions then absolutely, wind dropped down a little bit, wasn't so inconsistent, and the bowls just absolutely improved out of sight. It was just absolutely, both those games to finish with the Aaron T's Gary Kelly game. It's absolutely outstanding bowls, the last few ends, the same as Natasha Scott and of course Chloe Stewart. And Chloe, I'm sure, at her age, will be in this event for a few more years. I think she's got plenty of years to win this very prestigious event, mate.
Oh yeah, I think she'll certainly win one somewhere along the line. Chloe, she played very well this morning. She's stiff not to win that game. Yeah,
she just seemed to lose a little bit of track there about 3/4 of the way through the game, where Natasha just started bearing the ends a little bit, Kurt, and just seemed to throw Chloe a little bit off her normal routine, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she shortened the length up, and actually I was sitting there, like I said, ringside, and something happened one end between the 2 girls. I'm not really sure what happened, but something was said, and there was a little bit of angst on the rink, I think, but tensions are high. It's a big semi-final.
Mate, you're talking to a bloke that doesn't mind a bit of gamesmanship, mate, as long as it stays on the green. I don't mind.
No, the girls were fine after that. They got over it. They shook hands. They were happy.
Yeah. Which is all good, mate. Like, I mean, it's, it's the same. It's like, people seem to think bowls is, played by old people and, they're all gentlemen and that. But, hey, mate, it's all about a mind game too. And you can get in someone's mind and disturb their concentration. Well,
Why not?
I remember playing pennants one day, Kurt, and playing against this lead was just absolutely all over us. And I was playing with a guy, I won't say any names, but played with the state numerous times. And he said, "Oh, mate, what are we going to do? This bloke's murdering us." And he said, "I know what I do." He said, "Look, mate," he said, "geez, you're playing great bowls." He said, "I can't get over it with the great results you're getting. You flick your bowl, just the point of delivery." Well, We end up winning by 20 shots.
Just
Because the guy just absolutely conscious of the fact that he was flicking his bowl. All of a sudden, instead of being all over it, he was like 4 foot short, 3 foot wide. He's concentrating too much. And small things like that. See, the average viewer, he doesn't play bowl, so they don't understand there's a lot of, there's a lot of tactics in the game.
Yeah. And that sort of those sort of tactics, they happen quite a lot.
Yeah, it's sort of do with the competitiveness, Nate, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like small things like that go a long way in a tight game. So I mean, there's nothing better when you're playing in a team game, and I've got no doubt you've done it a few times, and I've been skipping a few times, and a third will say to me, "Do you want something around the back?" And I say, "No, this place got Buckley's of it. Anything, just draw another one." You know what I mean?
I've had that said about me too. Don't worry.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10 they nail it with the next one to make you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's that's all about the mental approach to the game. But these champions who have all got really, they've all got the same amount of skill, haven't they? They're absolutely in form. They've had 4 big days against quality opposition, and this should be one crack of a final. Two great up-and-coming players. It was our great game.
So the finalists are just having their 2-end roll-up now before we kick off the final here for the 2019 Golden Nugget. So they're on their second end, a couple of bowls down, and we'll be away. Just don't forget to like and share the broadcast here to get it out amongst friends, and don't mind commenting and send us in your tips and who you think's going to win these 2 finals. I'm interested to see who most people are backing here, because I can't pick a winner.
It's going to be well, if it's anything the way they've played throughout the week, Kurt, in my personal opinion, the winner here today will be the game of lawn bowls, mate, because they're both in great form. As you said, Corey probably, I don't know, I reckon Teasy's been playing pretty well too, so he got himself fought back a few times when he was down and out, and really dug the heels in and fought hard, and just absolutely fantastic. Just as the true champions do when they're behind, they just win the next end, don't they? Then they just win the next end. They just keep plucking away. So here we have, we'll see who won the toss and who's going to determine what length we're playing. By the looks of it, I'd say Aaron Tease is in the blue, and Corey Wedlock, by the looks of the height of the players. It's a little bit unusual. I think Aaron just rolled that kitty with his left hand.
He sure did.
Hey?
He sure did. Bet he doesn't put his bowl down left-handed.
That's the first one on me. Anyway, it's but most of these players can play either hand, mate. Makes no difference, doesn't it? Aaron with his first bowls. Yeah, not a bad starter. Just a little bit of adrenaline probably coming through there. A few nerves. Big game, big atmosphere. Very prestige event. Corey playing the backhand. Looks as though this might be the trend of things to come. One's going to stick to one hand, one going to stick the other. But Corey hasn't played a bad first up bowl here. Yeah, not bad. Sitting just wide of Jack Eye.
Well, the backhand side of the rink would be the wider hand.
Yes, that's for sure.
Did notice though that the girls who played on this rink this morning, Chloe Stewart and Natasha Scott, they were both favouring the narrow hand. When they got on the wide hand, they were a little bit scratchy, you know.
Yes.
They got on that tight hand, they both played it quite well.
Well, that's for sure. There's a lovely correction there by Aaron T. So he's got shot. Corey now just got to try and outdraw that one. And as Kurt just said, this is the wide hand here, and that's why it's out so wide. But you watch it when it starts coming home.
Yeah, look at that, just cuts under the head there. So we've got a few people there. Most people are tipping Joe Edwards to win, and Joe Edwards and Aaron T seems to be the trend. Yeah,
well, let's just see. Keep sending it through. We'd love to know who you're barracking for and why. And if you got any really hard questions so I can flick through to Kurt, let us know straight away so I can flick them straight over to him.
Thanks, Brian. Take it easy on me.
No, it's great to have you on board, mate. It really is. Yes, Simon, they have made a call on Friday night, mate, is that the boys have done 6 days straight at live streaming, mate, and they want to go home and see their families, but Alan Viola is going to live stream it from here. It'd be a great game of 2 champion clubs in Tweed Heads and Helensvale, starting at 6:30, so Wayne told me, on Friday evening. So it will be live streamed, but won't be live streamed by us, though, Simon. I think Robbie and Bob have done a superb job. They've been here since last Sunday, and they're going to go home and introduce themselves to their wives and their families. I know Robbie won't get a meat pie like he has been for lunch this week.
So g'day to everybody who's joining us. Karen Goldsworthy tuning in from Thailand. Karen's just been named in the over 60s ladies Queensland team.
Well done. Well done.
Which is a pretty good effort there from Karen.
Just keep sending your comments through, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely going to be a pleasure to bring you this great game, as Aaron, I think, just got second shot there too. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, and we've got Errol watching from the Philippines, mate.
Yeah, we had a few, when I was in here the other day with you, Brian, we had people from everywhere watching.
Yeah, Alan, I'll give you a tingle later, mate. Yeah, we might be able to work something out, my friend. We got, looks as though Aaron might be measuring for 3 here, do you think, Kurt? Looks that way, doesn't it? Just measuring to Corey's first bowl, so not a bad opening in for Aaron T's. Definitely got 2. Don't like the look of this one. It must be close. He's measured it. Looks like 2 though, I'd say. Aaron and Corey having a bit of a chinwag to each other. As Kurt said previously, they're club mates, teammates, played against each other heaps of times. Probably had a beer or 2 with each other, mate.
I'd say so.
Over the years.
We've got to have many excursions together, these two. So it's Aaron Teves who strikes first blood here in the Golden Nugget final, picking up a 2 against Corey Wedlock. Both boys play out of Warilla Bowling Club, south of Sydney in the Wollongong area.
I used to live at Oak Flats, mate. I know it very well. I know Warilla Bowling Club.
And as you can see there from the camera, the crowd's packed here. It's the grandstands are full, and as Brian said, upstairs is full. There's people everywhere here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Scott, if you contact Wayne Turley, mate, at Tweetheads Bowls Club, he might be able to help you out with that.
Yep.
Good start here from Corey.
You got Mike watching from Wales, mate. We got a lot of viewers from overseas.
Yep.
Absolutely beautiful bowl there by Corey, as Kurt just said, sitting right beside it, and Aaron getting a little bit aggressive with this one. He's very, very close to it too, just quietly. Look at that for a bowl. Beautiful. It hasn't got shot, but he's put it out in the open where he's quite capable of drawing that now. So taken away from resting just beside it. Corey trying to add to this now. He sits Aaron's back bowl and flops in.
It's just
Give him 2.
Drifting out there.
Yeah, well, as you said though, Kurt, that's the narrow hand, mate, and that wind is, as you can see, the flags have changed again now, Kurt. It's coming straight across the green now, where before it was a little bit up that end, but now it's coming straight across, so the players will have to adapt to this. Aaron may be just a little bit long with this one. Yeah, just his weight. But not best backward.
So, of course, as this game's going on, the ladies' final is also being played between Natasha Scott and Joe Edwards, and you can see the score there on the left-hand side of your screen. So we'll keep the scores updated there, so you know what's happening on that game. And
Corey's not happy with this one, mate. He's I think he thinks that he had the great opportunity with that bowl there to sit Aaron out, and just a little bit long once again too, as Kurt just said, that's the narrow hand. So
well, he's got 2 seconds here, Aaron. He might just slip under, I think.
Yeah, doesn't want to touch it. Ooh.
So the boys, for those people who are interested, $6,000 for the winner of the Golden Nugget.
Yeah, 6,000. Yes.
And runner-up is $3,000. So the boys are in the money.
They're definitely in the money, the pair of them. But mate, these guys though, and I think you'd agree, Kurt, these guys don't play for the money.
No.
These guys are playing for the title. It means a lot to them. You've got the national coach here. You've got selectors. He got a pretty big investment here from Bowls Australia as far as sending staff here, so they know what's at stake, I can assure you of that. So Corey just trying to sit inside here, but he hasn't, so obviously Aaron's conceded and given one to Corey. So these players don't take long to decide who's got shot, do they?
No.
Have a quick look. That's good. Over and done with. So, of course, what happens to the non-bowling viewers out there, whoever wins that end gets to dictate what length they would like to play. Great to have Sean Ingham on board, one of Queensland's finest. But, we have Corey throwing a good 3/4 length end here and sticking to that forehand. Changed his hand. He started off on the backhand, but once again, it's just a little bit long. One thing that I can assure you is that the greenkeepers did roll the green a few times in between games. So may take these players just a few minutes to get the feel of the green. Well, Tishy's nearly had an air swing. In golf, that'd be classified as one, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Hey?
sure would. Nathan Pedersen's just said, "Trust me, it's also for the money." He is the money man.
He is the money man, that's for sure. G'day, Nathan. How are you, my friend? Great to have you on board, buddy. There's Aaron just pulling up a bit short with his first bowl there. So I can guarantee the viewers that shot has not been played on this end at this stage. And these players have been playing so well throughout the week, and they just had a couple of loose ends. Corey's a little bit better, still a little bit runny though, but he's probably about 2.5 foot behind the head.
We'll have a little, couple of nerves early for the two boys.
Yeah.
Yes, Kathleen, the money is the same for the women.
Yes, exactly the same. Tweed heads, equal opportunity.
We live in an equal world.
Yes, ever so true. Corey just sticking to his forehand. He looks as though he's tightened this one up a little bit more too, even though it is a narrow hand, but playing with a bit more weight, just seems to be holding a little bit longer. So, there you go, he's not going to be too far away. There, 2 to Corey Wedlock, so there you go, 2 good bowls there. So, Aaron just got to narrow his line. Ooh. Pull that one across the body. So, he's been playing those shots so well too. Good to have everybody on board. Hope you're enjoying the telecast. Please just keep sharing it out there and we'll get it out to as many people as we possibly can. We've got 596 watching already. It's only the second end, so for those of you, Corey's not going to pick it up. Yeah, that's a great bowl by Corey.
Yes, he's well and truly tucked it away. There's 4-star Aaron to just draw the shot now in the forehand. It's got a pretty good track here.
Yeah, very good track, mate. How's his weight? Just a bit runny, I think. Oh, no, it's not. Yes, it is.
You're right.
It was a bit runny. Should always go with your first guard instant, shouldn't you?
So 2 shots there to Corey Wedlock.
2 shot to Corey. These players don't muck around, do they? Like, I mean, as though they've got to fly out sometime this afternoon, or
they probably do.
Yeah, well, that's probably true too.
Probably got to play something in Sydney tomorrow.
I would not be at all surprised. That's one thing about these players; they do play every day of the week. So it's a pleasure to give you this telecast this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from Tweed Heads Bowls Club. It's a wonderful venue. We've got absolutely incredible crowd in. Great atmosphere, people everywhere. So if you're in the Gold Coast region and you want to see these great champions in action, please come on down and come and say hello to us, and would love to see you here. So we're just moving the camera now. Yep. Yeah, no, all good. Fantastic. Now we've got Corey there with shot, but still a good 3 foot away though, so corrected pretty nicely with this one, Corey, though. Just jack high. I don't know, a very nice home, that's for sure.
You'll find that on this rink coming back towards the club, the backhand side where Corey just played, the bowls do dip there at the end because it's protected from the wind down that end, you know. So it will go straight, and the last bit will turn.
Nothing better than local knowledge when it comes to playing on these rinks, because I know I've got my favourite rinks at various clubs, and most of it is wind driven. I can assure you. You know, it's the only place I have no idea whatsoever is Musgrave Hill. Windy Hill, I just give up when I go there. Nice correction here by Corey. Beautiful bowl there. I'd say he'd be holding a couple of shots there, so Aaron with his third bowl has got to really get a very good second or shot, one of the two. Just got it correctly, playing the wide hand, so that should come back from there.
And as you can see from the insert there on the screen, that is the ladies' match.
Yes.
So Joe Edwards with a good opening there.
That's for sure. Just a little bit strong by Aaron. In actual fact, I don't think he's brought the third bowl into play, but definitely made definite two for Aaron. For Corey, I should say now. With that, just rocking his own bowl just back slightly, so definitely giving him two. I don't think it'd be three at this stage, but
it'll be three after this one, I reckon.
I reckon it will be too, Kurt. You got that right, my friend. That's for sure. Lukey Day, how are you, Luke? We've got Pat watching from Dunedin, and Dylan Skinner. How are you, Dylan? G'day, Mark. G'day, Molly. Watching from New Plymouth in New Zealand. So just on that bottom screen there, Jackie Maskell. How are you, Jackie? There's Jeff Maskell. G'day, Jeffrey. Aaron just trying to sit this bowl. Oh, his thing's a bit narrow, isn't he? Yes. So, be a couple there. Couple to Corey. Out to 5-2 there. I actually thought Aaron would have tried to draw that then, Kurt. He had a couple of feet to draw second shot at least.
Yeah, he's played a couple of, even the end before that, he played that forehand running shot when he probably had a good 2 feet to draw.
Yeah, just there, anyway. I know a lot more than I know, my friend, so
well, that's why
we're sitting up here, mate. We're sitting up here, mate. It's ever so true. We've got Doug Porter watching from South Africa. G'day, Doug. Hope you enjoy the telecast.
Yeah, Dylan, it is 25 up here, so it's not an ends match for people who don't know. It is the first player to score 25 shots will lift that beautiful big golden trophy.
That's for sure. Nice bowl here by Aaron Tees, coming in just beside the kitty. And also too, for those of you who want to know, that it's not re-spot, it is replay. See, Corey, is he going to sit this bowl or is he just going to find the gap?
That's a great
just
shot.
Straight shot. Just fell off the bowl. Couldn't have played it any better. That's for sure. As we see down the bottom of the screen, you see Joe Edwards looks to be holding 2 shots there. Aaron just playing with a bit too much weight here, I think, Kurt. Just his grass line spot on and come back right on the line, but just mainly his weight control there for the shot he was after.
Yeah, Alan, I can see what you're saying there, mate, but I reckon the players, after they've played 4 hard days of bowls, that the last thing they'd want to do is go out and play another final. But you never know.
Yeah, another great bowl by Corey Wedlock.
Yeah, he's playing good weight.
Oh, yes, isn't he? What? He's absolutely gorgeous. Pretty to watch.
Gay Doohan. G'day, Gay, from Pine Rivers Bowls Club. She'll certainly be supporting Joe Edwards. She likes the picture-in-picture of the ladies' final there.
Oh, Jesus, lawman, mate. Touchy subject there in the game of lawn bowls, mate, I tell you. I mean, I'm an administrator, but I wouldn't answer that one. Lawman wants to know, we're going to go open ladies playing men. Men play ladies. Oh, Jesus, mate. Let's open up a can of worms there, my friend. Let's just keep it as it is at the moment.
Teasy's, this is very dangerous.
Oh, yeah, if he got it that side, he probably would have killed it, though, if he
Took his own out.
took his own out. He would have been down a few, though, that's for sure.
I think he better have a bit of a look and go back to the draw. I think those running shots aren't working too well for him.
Well, I think you're fine, too, and I think you're 100% correct there, my friend, is that he's got here with his draw, playing absolutely magnificent bowls. There's no need to change anything this early into the game, so I think he's going to give him 2, though. No, they're going to measure. It must be close, so maybe 2 down, so yeah, plenty of room to have a bit of a draw at that. So anyway, as I said, they're out there. I'm sitting here, so good on them. Thank you very much, Roger. It's a pleasure being able to give you this.
So another 2 shots there to Corey Wedlock. So now leads the final here over R&T 7-2.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, Law Man. When they're finished, mate, we'll see the 2 champions want to play each other. I reckon the answer will be no.
They'll be wanting to have a beer.
They'll be wanting to have a beer, mate.
They did it once in the state singles a few years ago.
I think I recall that too, Kurt, yeah.
Brett Wilkie won the men's singles and Marilyn Padell won the ladies' singles, and they played off for a trip to...
Yeah, that's right.
Where was that? Was it the Cook Islands
Something like that it was too, yeah. I remember that now, mate, yeah.
And I think both of them had a few drinks by the time they went out and played each other. They were celebrating
very well.
Winning their respective state singles.
As you would do too, why wouldn't you? See a beautiful starter here by Corey Wedlock there, right on the line, just probably about 4 or 5 inches just in front of the kitty, so really applying the pressure here to young R&T, so as to say, okay mate, I'm going to put him here, you got to outdraw me. Tell you what, Aaron's not far away with this one. How's his weight? Oh, just going to fall under, I think. Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah, he's probably made a little bit better. At least he can see the kitty now anyway. So, Corey's still got a good probably couple of feet now with just that movement of the kitty to draw another shot. I'll tell you what, he's not far away, Kurt.
Yeah, he's playing well, Corey. He's getting his first couple of bowls on the head, putting a bit of pressure on Aaron. Aaron's going big here, look at this.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go big.
Pulled it.
Oh, if I was Corey, I'd be getting a band-aid out for his bowl. I reckon he's just got hurt. Be a bruise on that one, Robbie. Hey. Corey now just trying to add to it again. So, got again, as I said before, you've got a good couple of feet to draw another shot. No, just coming round the back. Doesn't count, but it's in a very good home, that's for sure.
Teasy's going again here.
This is a lot closer. Whammo.
Got it that time.
It's 2 bowls, mate. I think Corey does need a band-aid. He needs a bandage for the 2 of them now. I reckon they'll both be bleeding. You hit them so hard. Ryan Bester watching. G'day, Catherine. It's always good to have you on board. Karen, how are you? Thank you very much for those kind words. Hey, Michael. Hey, Mary, watching from New Zealand. Michael watching from Lowood. Nice little club out there. Been out there a few times and played on your beautiful green out there. Lovely people. Seed and slow. Oh, Corey just smacked.
Anything you can do,
I can do better. That's ever so true. That's absolutely first class bowls, that's for sure.
Robbie's slow mo here.
He got it. Look at that, mate. Absolutely perfect. Something for our viewers to be able to just watch. And Aaron looks as though he's just drawn the shot. Be one to Aaron there, I'd assume. So that's 7-3.
One to Aaron.
Yeah, one to Aaron. Mr. Bowles, how are you, my friend? Always good to have you on board. How's that mate of yours going out there, Kerry Green? Kerry got one more day of work, David, and he's officially retired. So there you go. Is it going to pull up? Looks as though it has. Yep, going to go on the tee. So he's Not a bad move there, just lengthening it out slightly. He hasn't got the mat right back. He's got it up towards the end of the line, but he's playing a little bit of a longer end. So not a bad tactic. Vary it and change it up. It's a nice starter here by Aarons. We see over there on the other rink, we see the two girls doing battle. Oh, gee whiz, it's unlucky there with that one. Corey, I think, will be just a little bit underdone with this one. Oh, Aaron's bowl just fell over then too. His bowl was 3/4 the way down, so...
So don't forget to like and share this broadcast, guys, and get it out there. We've just reached 770 viewers. I think we broke 1,000 this morning.
We broke 1,000 this morning, Kurt. Yes, we did. That's absolutely wonderful to get this great game of ours. And what a wonderful event it is to showcase, to get out there to people that don't know much about our game. It's you can't get much better than those two games this morning, or all four games, I should say. They're all fantastic games. See Corey here just trying to outdraw Aaron. Hey, what, you got it very well grasped. How's his weight? Oh, he's just going to blow a bit of smoke. It might change Aaron's hand because that bowl is on the run. So yeah, Aaron's gone to his backhand, which is the wider hand, as Kurt says, with that wind coming straight across.
He's got the weight. He'll come back here.
Yep, he's got the weight just a little.
Here he comes.
Just around the back. Look at that. Dead spot on. Probably the shot, mate. No, probably second shot.
Corey's reaching up here now through the forehand, trying to promote his own.
Tell you what, he's not far away, mate. Oh, unfortunately, just got Aaron's bowl. So Aaron holding 3 shots here. So bit of pressure with Corey with his last bowl now. Aaron doesn't really want to fatten the target here, mate, does he? Wants to draw around that front one.
Bowl. Nice and wide line. He's played it well here.
He's played it very well. Just onto that. Oh, he just had to turn that down, but no, it's kind of a very good home, just in case Corey wanted to attack.
I'm not really sure what Corey will play here. He's probably just going to full draw in the forehand, trying to roll his one up left of screen there for
the second shot.
Second shot, I think, is the goal here.
Maybe even the shot if he's lucky enough, and he's going to play his backhand.
Same thing, different hand, I suppose.
That's the same thing, mate, yeah. It's called commentator's curse, my friend.
Yeah.
We get it all the time, mate. Oh, dear.
That's,
3 shots.
I think he should have probably stuck on the forehand there. I don't think he's... he just played 3 bowls on that hand,
Yep.
played a really good end the end before going that way on the forehand.
Oh, I think you're dead right there, my friend. I think it's, but you play what you see, don't you? You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, well, he could have. We're probably sort of looking to draw the shot on the backhand. He could have drawn...
Yep.
He couldn't have drawn the shot on the forehand. So we're 7-6 now here. Corey Wedlock leads Aaron Tees in the 2019 Golden Nugget final here at Tweed Heads Bowls Club.
We got Jan watching from Bali. Well done, Jan. I hope you enjoyed the telecast. And Barb, thank you very much. Love watching Corey's bowls. Good on you, Scott. Thomas Lester, Barry's brother. How are you, Thomas? G'day, Les. It's keep up the good work, Kurt, he says. Oh, there you go. There's Les.
Yep, Les from Sunshine Coast.
Yep, that's for sure. Up there. Beautiful part of the world. And we've got Bill watching from Western Australia. Good to have you all on board. Lovely reply here by Corey. Just slipped under the...
oh, look at that. Fell
against the bias. So there you go. Who said the wind's not strong? They were telling me the other day that we've had that many jacks smashed here during the week. Kurt, they were telling me that I think it was Aaron Tees played a bowl the other day, and they reckon it was offline and hit one of the very small bits of kitty that was left on the green and actually sailed in for shot.
That was against me, actually.
Yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up, mate. Dear.
He said to me, he let it go and he was too wide. He's hit this bit of jack and it has deviated his bowl by at least 3 bowls.
Is that right?
And he's coming off holding 3 and he's trailed the kitty for 2. And he's going, do you want to call the umpire? Do you want to call the umpire? And I'm like, no, don't worry about it. Anyway, we've since found out at the ruling that the head should have been reset, the bowl sent back and to bowl it again.
It bowled again, is that right? No?
Yeah.
Well, that's how many jacks we've had smashed here this week. So
bits of jack everywhere.
There has been, because they haven't just been broken. I mean, they've been shattered. See a beautiful ball here coming in from Corey Wedlock. He's He's a couple down. Oh, look at that. Oh, how unlucky.
That's a great bowl.
That's a great bowl by Corey.
The boys are settling in here now.
They certainly are, mate. They're on the draw now, and look at the quality of the bowls. I'm pretty sure Aaron will probably play his backhand here and just try and set Corey out of the head, I'd say.
Yeah, he can afford to reach here. There's
Yes.
not real any danger.
Unless he's narrow and slices the kitty. He just hasn't got the weight to reach. A bit unlucky there, Aaron. Has a good look at, see who's got shot on the way past. So Corey's coming down to have a look. Ryan Burnett, one of Scotland's favourites. Good to have you on board, my friend. Brian watching from South Australia. Matthew watching from Antarctic. They've got bowling greens out there, Kurt?
I'm not sure.
Robbie, you'd know. Hey?
Wouldn't think so.
Oh, I wouldn't think so, that's for sure. Thank you for those kind words, everybody. Appreciate them. See, one blue, they're saying, so it must be one to Aaron.
I don't think there's any danger for Aaron to full draw up here in the back end. I can't see him slicing the kitty.
No.
His front bowl there, his might be third shot there, but is protecting that.
Yeah, he's got a good shot on Kurt, that's for sure. He could probably make a couple out of this if he plays it with the right weight.
Well, he's interested.
Tell you what, he's not far away. I think he's just a little bit under where he's lying though.
The right idea.
He played it with good weight, mate. Played it with real good weight. And just for Julie Allen, I know Julie will be out there in Bowling World watching this. I hate to tell you this, Julie, but after all these days of working with Robbie, he did not eat a pie today for lunch. He actually had roast lamb and baked potato. So for all you viewers out there, I know you'll be absolutely shattered with what I've just told you, but he's eating healthy. Oh, Corey, anything can happen here. Oh, you got the edge of that bowl. I'll tell you what, I reckon Aaron's bowl would have gone out the head there, mate, if you got the edge of that onto his.
Yeah.
So, one to Aaron, so locked it in.
7-all. And speaking of the over 60s Queensland team, Robbie Allen, our mate here, he's just been announced in the men's team, so well done, Robbie.
Well done, Robbie. Congratulations, mate. I want to see the trophy when you come back.
He's not just the master of bringing your broadcast, he
No,
can
mate.
play bowls too.
Yeah, he plays bowls every now and again. I've heard a bit of a whisper, mate, that he's been carrying Ryan Bester all year from the word that I've been getting. So
Well, I can vouch for that. I played their rink.
Yes. I must admit, though, that didn't come from Ryan. Come from Robbie. I'm only joking, Ryan. I'm only joking, mate. Anyway, it's all locked up here at 7-all, and gee whiz, what a great game we're going to have here. It's just going to be two great players, two up-and-comers of our game, and you look at this and you look at the junior, a beautiful start here by and there's the score over there on the left-hand side. Aaron T's first bowl, just a few inches in front of Kitty. Joe Edwards 8, Natasha Scott 6.
Yeah, Natasha just picked up a 4 actually.
Pretty hard to do against Joe, mate. Pick up 4 up off Joe Edwards is pretty handy.
Yeah, Tony, the boys, Aaron Tees is using Dreamline XGs, Henselite Dreamline XGs, and Corey Wedlock Aero Optima.
Yep.
So they're the bowls that the boys are using. Joe Edwards is using Henselite Dreamline XGs, and Natasha Scott, I think she's using GTRs.
I think they are too, mate, yeah.
Taylor
Cool.
GTRs.
Yep. Yeah, g'day Phil. Yeah, mate, the streaming has come a long way since the early days, that's for sure, mate. We've got Aaron just trying to sneak one round the back bowl. Looks like going to sit Corey out. So
It's a pretty good head here for Aaron.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. He's got a couple of good shots, good bowls there, bit of coverage. So
Corey's close here.
yeah, very close. He's got it. Oh, just
Yeah.
how could you go through there? There's no way in the world I could see that going through there. But anyway, that's what happens.
It's not a bad bowl, really, because Teasy, could have afforded to reach up and trail that kitty.
Yeah.
Takes that shot away from him.
Oh, Brian, for God's sake, don't tell us Robbie's a good Kiwi too, mate. For God's sake, mate, we won't tell him that. I can't say because I'm married to a Kiwi, so I can't say too much. You might be listening. We got a good line here by Aaron too, just depending upon his weight now as he's playing the wide hand, as Kurt said, and starting to come home beautifully now, Kurt.
Yeah, this is well played here.
That's a beautiful bowl. Ooh. Makes it a little bit inviting. You see, Corey got excited when that one pulled up, so... but then again, as we all know, Aaron's got the shots and Corey's got to play the conversion shot now, and it's definitely on now. He just wanted to sneak in behind the kitty there because Corey's got a two-bowl target there with the kitty sitting out there, so I assume he won't be short.
There'll be a bit of weight played here. Might be a bit wide, I think.
Jeez, I hate those things when they drive it. Just it does your head in when you see it coming down like that, doesn't it?
It's another two there to Aaron T.
Another two to Aaron. He's finding back absolutely beautifully, isn't he? So
yeah, it's actually won the last 4 ends on the trot.
Yep.
Now, Aaron was 7-2, was trailing 7-2, now leads 9-7.
Ever so true, Sean. 2 great teams tomorrow night in Tweed Heads and Helensvale. It should be a crack of a game, mate. Good day, Brian. Roger Goodridge. Good to have you on board, Roger. Obviously had your nana nap this afternoon, mate, and you're up for the afternoon. So always good to have Roger on board. He's a great lad. You see Aaron playing his first bowl, playing his forehand, coming down this way. I tell you, he's not going to be far away with this one. He just sits in behind the kitty just nicely.
Yeah, he's really getting that first bowl close the last few ends, Aaron, which has made it look at this. Corey's going first bowl.
Corey's going first
no
bowl,
fear,
mate.
these boys.
He's got it too. Oh dear, oh dear. As you said, they had no fear whatsoever, that's for sure.
How much have you seen it, though, over the last few days, that attacking game? First bowl, they just run.
Mate, I've marked many a game for Ryan Bester over the years in champion district, and district singles and that, and Ryan uses it quite regularly, and I think he's used it against you a few times too, mate, just quietly.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, we've got a bit of a we're going to have a bit of a guest commentator. We're not going to tell you who it is, but we're going to get a bloke in here to have a bit of a chinwag to Kurt. He plays the odd game of bowls with Kurt every now and again, and an absolute legend of our game, and a former winner too, just quietly. So he's coming in pretty soon, so look forward to listening to these two have a bit of banter, and I know they're going to play a few games of bowls with each other coming up in the next few weeks. So should be great to hear. Look forward to it. So if you're out there, ladies and gentlemen, please share it, and you can listen to these two great champions have a bit of a chinwag to each other, and that way I can go to where I belong, which is the bar. So just it'd be great to listen to these two great champions have a good chinwag to each other, and of course when they make up we'll give Robbie Allen a microphone and Robbie can set them in the right time, being not nearly very close to being a Kiwi international, I've been told he was. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to vacate the chair and hand over to one of the... Well, he's still too busy talking to everybody on the way down. That's his problem.
He's a local celebrity.
He is a local celebrity, but I'm telling you, this guy is one of the absolute legends of our game, an absolute champion. Won this event, and if I remember correctly, Kurt, it would be, about the first time in over 20 years that Kelvin Aston participated in this.
Yeah, that's right. Well, as you've seen earlier, he's getting a bit old now. We've seen that before the game.
And the only reason I reckon he didn't play in it this time because I saw him in a wheelchair out there before, and I tell you what, I think he needs it too, just quietly. But I'm going to hand over to one of the legends of the game.
So now as we welcome into the commentary, Mr. Kelvin Kirko. How are you, Kel?
Very good, Kurt. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. We've just seen you out there put on an exhibition against Glass. Come out in your wheelchair and your walking frames and...
Spot the shot it was. I never got within 10 feet. It looked like it was running nice, but it's too weak these days. Get them up. Anyway, this should be a great final. Aaron Tees leads 9-7.
Yeah, the boys have been playing good. They've been playing pretty aggressive as well. As we've said, we've seen across quite a few games over this week. First bowl, running at the head.
And mate, you must have enjoyed yourself. First golden nugget.
Yeah, had a good time. Yeah, it was really, really enjoyable.
Yes, all the best players going around the world, you would say. We're here at Tweedheads Bowls Club this week. First golden nugget I haven't played for about 24 years myself.
Yeah, we were just saying that, yeah. Yep. How many did you play?
About 24, I think.
24.
23, something like that.
We said here in 95, Steve Glasson beat you in the final in 95. We were commenting on that as you guys were playing your one-end shootout earlier.
Oh, there you go.
So that's 24 years ago, that one.
There you go. I probably played before that then. I don't think I made the final the first year I played.
Well, you won it the year before that, even 94.
Oh, I played more than I thought. Bit of a veteran. Corey Wedlock, been in fine form, just recently back from the UK with the Australian team. Was one of our best players on the very slow outdoor UK greens and has also adapted very well to these Tweedheads greens this week. Finds himself in his first golden nugget final with Aaron Tees. So first time winner coming up for these guys.
Yeah, well, neither of these guys have been in the final before, so...
I think they may have got through to the semi-finals in the last couple of years. I know Aaron Tees has. Corey's had a pretty good week by what I hear. Been in good form. And the ladies, of course, Jo Edwards. One of the best female players you'll ever see. Here you see a running shot from Aaron Tees, just missing. Looks like one to Corey still.
So how did the Australian team perform on the UK tour, Kelvin, overall?
No, they went very good actually. They were successful. They had a much harder tussle against the English players, but they beat the Welsh team. The ladies done very well. And the men were rock solid really, so it was a bit of an eye-opener for a few of the players, like Aaron Tees, of course, had never seen UK conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Wilson was another, so it was all sort of new to him as well. So they gained some great experience. Obviously, the 2022 Commonwealth Games are a few years away, but we're just trying to get the players used to seeing those outdoor UK conditions, not like what we see at Tweedheads Bowls Club, where the greens are brown and hard and got to take a bit of grass here. See Corey Wedlock trying to draw another. Looks like a couple of shots.
He's holding 3 at the moment, Corey.
There we see it, yep, 3. Marker up in the left-hand corner.
Dennis is our marker.
Well, needs a big bowl here, Aaron Tees. Looks like he's got a little bit on it.
I think it's just sailed past. Not sure if he's reduced the damage.
No, not sure he has. Looks like a couple of shots, you would think. Corey's fingers sort of set a 2 by the looks of it.
Looks like 3 shots there to Corey. Jumps out to 12-9 lead here in the final of the Golden Nugget, Kelvin, against Aaron Tees. And we were touching on earlier too about Joe Edwards, full-time winner, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, world champion. Like, what hasn't she won? 630 something tests for New Zealand. Like, just an absolute legend.
No, she's one of the best female players in the world, no doubt about that. She's been around a long time. I'd hate to know how many Golden Nuggets she's played in, because she's been playing since I was playing too, I think. So she's certainly a very good competitor and a very, very good singles player. So tends to cause a bit of carnage with at times with our Australian representatives.
Yeah,
she's a real menace at times. She gets in that groove and she just keeps drawing and can really, well, she can clean you up. She tends to get some pretty big scores at times. But yeah, very consistent player.
I mean, she's gone through undefeated here this year, hasn't dropped a game. I mean, just a testament to how good she really is. Obviously up against one of our best though, Natasha Scott. Tasha's been in fine form.
Yeah, and a very good singles player, Natasha, so quite an aggressive player as well. So, you know, those little things, you know, could make it interesting for Tash if she can upset Joe by hitting a few heads maybe. Tash seems to like the shorter ends as well, so, and we've seen that in the semi-final earlier today when she took on Chloe Stewart. When Chloe Stewart had a fairly good lead and Natasha brought the mat up and played some short ends and found a line and length, and whenever Chloe got one close, she ran it out sort of thing. So I think she'll probably want to do something similar here. So she trails 10-6, but I'm sure she's going to play these short ends against Joe. And here we see the score has just been 4 to Natasha Scott, so it's 10-all in the ladies' final. So 10-all. So and she's got that mat, and when she plays these short ends, she'll be really good. But meanwhile, back to the men's final. It's Corey Wedlock leading 12-9. Aaron T's trying to bump his own bowl up.
Not sure really what that did there. No, it's still 1 to Corey, I think. Dennis.
Yeah, he put the marker up. It could be 1 to Corey's bowl. They've got a bowl each to play. And Aaron Tees, he doesn't have anything behind Jack Eye, so
I think Corey could play a nice full draw here.
well, he could really real opportunity if he could trail the Jack, any Jack movement at all down the line, potentially make a count of 4. So I think he'd be trying to trail a Jack. He'll draw another one at the worst case scenario. It doesn't look like he's got the weight, has he? Geez, he could give the shot away here. No, he's got away with it. Probably need another couple of feet of weight on that bowl.
Looks like Dennis seems to think it's 2 to Corey now, so he snuck in there for second shot. Aaron's really just, what do you think? He's got to draw the shot, Kelvin, I think.
That's all he's got, really. He's got a little bit of room, so beats his own. Either one of his closest bowls would be pretty much enough to get the shot, so good opportunity.
No, he's going big.
Well, he's going both bowls, maybe. He's pulled it, I think. It looks like it'll still be 2, maybe. An interesting shot selection. He had no back bowls, yet he's drove at the Jack. We'll try to get the 2 close bowls of Corey's out, I'd imagine. That's what he was after on the replay. Narrow all the way, so he would have liked to make contact with the shot bowl or kill the end, but he's missed the Jack. That's not the result he wanted.
Looks like it will be 2 there for Corey, so that puts him out now 14-9 here in the final of the Golden Nugget from Tweed Heads Bowls Club.
Yes, a little break there for Corey Wedlock now. Got a big crowd in for this Golden Nugget final, as it is every year.
Yeah, it's packed, the stands.
Standing room only.
Simon, the breakdown, $6,000 for the winner of the men's and women's, $3,000 for the runner-up, and I think it was $1,500 each for the 4 losing semi-finalists this morning, which is pretty handy prize money. So the players don't really have much rest, Kelvin, do they? Like, you know, they play the Golden Nugget now, 4 days of really tough competition, then we move on down to the UBC next week at Deer Park, so the players don't get much rest, do they?
No, it should be really interesting. Obviously a different format, a lot shorter games.
We're going from traditional 25 up on the grass greens to 5-end shootouts on the indoor.
Yep, with 10 points being the closest bowl as well, so totally new concept. The Ultimate Bowls Challenge, which Mark Casey's been largely involved with, is on at Deer Park next week, Thursday and Friday of next week in Melbourne. I can't imagine it being real warm.
No, I was just talking to one of the guys inside and he reckons it's going to be freezing in Melbourne next week.
Yeah, so if the breeze is up, look out. Get the thermals out, I say. Great new facility, of course, at Deer Park. You see the players, just a little bit of breeze around today. Probably the windiest day of the whole week at the Golden Nugget. Been a real calm week. The first 3 days, hardly any wind at all. And yet today, it's quite breezy and gusty. And there we see Natasha Scott on those short ends has taken another 2 shots. So she now leads Joe Edwards 12-10 after trailing 10-6. So
yeah, it's been very unlike Tweed Heads this week, Kelvin. Very like you said, not very blowy, very calm. It's not Tweed Heads like, is it? Normally it's gusty, blowy.
There's been a hail and subtlety, and you put them straight down the centre line, basically. So that's when it is real challenging. Obviously, with the big clubhouse here at Tweed Heads, the wind swirls around and over the top, but that hasn't come into play as such this week. It's been pretty calm, as we said.
It's a bit of a loose head here from the boys. But as Kelvin said, it's the wind's gusting here a little bit. It makes it difficult.
Just got a northeast breeze blowing up over the grandstands. And obviously with all the people right around, it's a bit like a coliseum. The wind seems to swirl more than you think. So there'll be another counter there from Corey. So Aaron T's first 3 draw shots, a good metre through, so he really needs to draw the shot here.
It's a big bowl, this one, really.
Trails 14-9. Wow, he's got plenty on it, I think.
Trailing 16-9 now. As Corey looks like he'll add another 2 here to his tally.
Well, you won't find too easy shots for Corey Wedlock there. 16-9, he goes out in this men's singles final. And Aaron T's just struggling with his weight there a little bit this afternoon. He got a red-hot start in the men's semi-singles final this morning, and Gary Kelly fought back to almost snatch the match. So Corey Wedlock, 16-9. He has this break. Just tends to be drawing the more consistent of the 2 players as we speak. And there you see a good opening bowl from Corey Wedlock.
So just a reminder to everyone that we are playing first to 25 shots here in the Golden Nugget final, and dead ends replayed. So there's no respot the jack, so no time limit. The players can take as much time as they like.
Good bowl here from Aaron T's. Great reply.
He needed that one.
It's much needed bowl. Give him some confidence.
They don't muck around, these guys, do they? They get on the mat and just throw them down.
No, they're probably 2 of the quicker players. Obviously, Ryan Best is one of the quickest players going around, but Corey Wedlock and Aaron T's aren't that far behind. Both quick players. Get on and just do the job, really. Good side action there of Aaron T's. Looks like in the ladies' final there, you can see Natasha Scott leading 12-10, and on screen looks like she may have won another end. to extend her lead in the ladies' final against Jo Edwards. Jo Edwards did lead 10-6 not that long ago.
Well, as you said, Natasha's playing these short ends, and she's won the last 3 on the trot, so that was her tactic this morning against Chloe in the semi-final, and it worked, so no reason why she shouldn't carry on with it here against Jo.
She loves those short ends. Well, Aaron Tees. Can he hang in? Looks like he's one down with the last bowl of Corey Wedlock's. It's Jack High, though. Not turning too much, that bowl.
No, that hand is sticking out there. Like I said, the northeasterly winds. It's the tighter hand of the two, that backhand side of the rink coming towards the club.
You can see the flags in the background. See him gusting. So it's a fairly solid breeze, left to right on your screen. It just looks like the last few ends as well in the ladies' game that Jo's just lost her weight a bit as well. Normally very good with her opening bowl as well, puts the pressure on. Well, Corey Wedlock trying to beat Aaron Tees' bowl.
That's
well, he's played a cracking shot. Well done. So Corey Wedlock, 16-9 and holds a great 2. Aaron Tees on the mat, playing weight, needs contact with the jack if he can get it. He's on target. Well, that'll be good enough to kill it.
He'll breathe a little sigh of relief after that one.
Yes, very good. You see an action replay. Aaron Tees, backhand drive, 2 down. Perfect contact onto the jack. Jack goes out of bounds. Be a replay at the end, of course. Been a dead end. Much needed shot there from Aaron.
Well, he's lost the last 4 ends in a row here, Kelvin, and they've all been multiples, 2-3, 2-2. So he'll be looking to win an end and change something here. But Corey's just getting that first bowl, you know, he's playing his first bowl, of course, in singles is very important, and he's doing a good job of it, Corey.
Yeah, been pretty consistent so far from what I've seen.
As he comes down again here with another.
Absolutely perfect.
Playing well.
Perfect opening bowl. Front toucher. Not a bad reply here from Aaron. It's probably his closest first bowl he's had for a few ends. He's been struggling with his weight on the draw.
So don't forget to like and share the coverage to get it out to people to tune in and watch the final here of the 2019 Men's Golden Nugget out of Tweedheads Bowls Club. We've just hit 990 viewers, so it's been pretty popular, the stream this week.
It's been great for the game, live streaming. So share it with all your friends, get as many people watching. It's a packed house here at Tweedheads Bowls Club. 4 grandstands right around. Corey Wedlock just not quite getting there. Looks a bit narrow on this hand. That's the wide side. Just going to turn away. Aaron's just sort of struggling to just find the line. Looks a little frustrated.
So as a 4-time winner at this event, Kelvin, if you're in Aaron Tees' shoes now, how do you bring yourself back into the game? You know, you're trailing, big final, you're scratching around a little bit. Like, what do you do? What do you do to bring yourself back?
Well, you've just got to chip away and hang in, and like you were saying, if you're going to go down, just go down one. Obviously multiples. It's going to make it much more difficult. You know, it's the green can change at Tweed Heads. The wind can swirl. Try and win an end. It's so important to stop the momentum. So chip away, try and get the shot, and try and reduce the score if you're going to go down a few. But Corey's sort of in the box seat at the moment. He's holding shots. He's got bowls in the area. He's sort of forcing Aaron Tees to try and niggle and chip away and play more weighted shots, you would say. So, and that's what he's doing here. He's playing weight. So he's searching. And when you search, he could get lucky here maybe. Well, maybe not quite. So, as you can see, Kurt, it's Aaron Tees seems to be doing all the running, where Corey's just floating along, picking his hand, getting his weight, and he's just sort of drawing. He hasn't been forced to play really any attacking shots at all.
No, he hasn't really been put under the pump much. Like you said, he's got a pretty free range on what he wants to do here at the moment. Aaron, yeah, like you said, he just probably needs to just concentrate on winning the next end,
It changed the length if you win the mat. And Corey seems to be playing a sort of three-quarter long end, most ends. Not quite full length, but good three-quarter length. And his first bowl's been pretty good, so he's got to sort of hope Corey has a loose end, and then he capitalises on that with his first bowl. Put some pressure on Corey. And this might be the opportunity.
Yes, this is his chance.
So a good bowl here from Aaron Tees is what's needed. The trail's 17-9. It's time to get one on the jack.
So I've just
That's pretty good.
Had a question come in from one of the viewers, Kelvin. I'm not sure if you can answer or not, but Mary Milne, she said she looked up to see what the Golden Nugget, like how the name come about, I suppose. And she said, could you ask Kelvin how did it come about, the Golden Nugget? Like, do you know any of the history of how it started or how it came about?
That's a good question. No, I think that's before my time. I know the Golden Nugget's been going well for a long time. I'm not sure how they came up with the name, the Golden Nugget. I've always known it as a Golden Nugget from when I played in the event. I think it might go back to...
I think 86 was the first year.
Yep. I think it's just a name that Tweed Heads Bowls Club came up with, maybe. The trophies have always got a big Golden Nugget on, so maybe we can find out, though, from one of the board members.
Yeah, we'll try to find out, Mary.
And let you know the exact answer.
As we see Corey Wedlock holding shot again here in the final. He's thrown his arms up and turned his back. He's not happy. It's not over yet.
Well, have a look at that. He's given up, hasn't even watched it, and he's come off the shortest bowl on the green, and he's got a result. Now holds the shot. So he actually turned his back and walked back to the mat end. It's luck in bowls. And then the ladies score, well, as you can see, it's 13 all now. 13 all in the ladies final. Natasha Scott and Joe Edwards. And of course, Joe Edwards undefeated in this tournament so far this week.
Natasha's just picked up a 3, Kelvin, to move 16-13.
Oh, well done.
Brian Chapman, possibly I suspect the original winner's got a Golden Nugget as the prize in the form of $6,000.
Well, there's always been a Golden Nugget trophy which has the big nugget on the top, but I'm not sure about the real Golden Nugget. I know there was a lot of gold around in the early days, but there wasn't any real Golden Nuggets around, I'm not sure. Well, opportunity here for Aaron Tees. He got lucky with the other one, and it looks pretty good if it's got the legs. He's urging it on.
A bit of salt in the wounds here for Corey. 2 there.
Well, now Aaron Tees. He's got the mat. What length does he decide? I'll try and change it, so I would suggest a short end maybe. Interesting to see what he does. So the jack's been right up pretty much a 3/4 full length, and you can see that the jack is a lot shorter length this time, so Aaron Tees has changed the length.
Well, he's gone short as you suspected he would. You've got to get this first bowl close, Teesy.
And he's changed hands with his first bowl, so he's gone to the wide side of the green as well, so he's changed a couple of things here. He was playing the other side, which is the narrower side of the rink. The side that Corey's on now. But Corey seems to have picked it better. It's trifecta bowls, we call them. Aero Optima trifecta.
South Sydney Rabbitoh colours.
They are. Aaron Tees needs a good metre on his first bowl. Looks pretty good.
That's a good correction there from Aaron Tees.
Yeah, well done. Well, here we see Corey Wedlock playing weight now. Well, he's on target. Well, he's got it. I think he may have killed it. If not, he'd be right on top of it in the ditch. I think it's gone off the rink, though.
Yeah, the boys see a replay here. Didn't even look like missing, did he? Runs it straight out onto the line.
Looks like the bowl's spinning backwards.
It does, doesn't it?
Replay.
Yeah.
Perfect contact. Interesting shot. Great shot there.
Yes, Robin, you're right. Luck can change things in a game of bowls, so we'll just see how that last end affects Corey, where Teesy did get a bit of fortune with his third shot there.
Yes, you need a bit of luck on your shoulders, especially when you're behind.
Yeah.
You need everything you can get.
As I just see Natasha Scott draw the shot against Joe Edwards in the ladies' final. She leads 16-13. I think maybe the opposite here too. Kelvin Joe will be looking just to win an end and stretch the length out, I think. Tasha's got to run on these short ends.
Yes, well, it's been Natasha with the run, isn't it? She's outscored Joe Edwards 10 shots to 3. So a real fight back. She was down 10-6 and now leads 16-13. And holding on the head as we lie. Meanwhile, back to the men's final. Aaron Tees versus Corey Wedlock. That's a great opening bowl from Aaron Tees. So changing hands has been a good move. Change of length as well.
It's changed everything.
Well, of course, he's forced Corey Wedlock to change hands. So bad bowl, just passed. Anything behind's always good.
It's good to see so many people tuning in on the stream here. We've just cracked 1,000 viewers on the live stream here. Sorry, 1,100 viewers here for the 2019 Golden Nugget Finals. Teesy now really piling those first bowls onto the Jack Kelvin.
Well, he's tuned in now. He's changed hands, and I'm going to see another run shot. And have a look at this. He's on target as well.
There it goes.
Well, 2 in a row. Corey has not looked like missing. Oh, perfect forehand runner. Look at this bowl. Never looked like missing from the word go. Looks like spinning backwards. Right on target. Contact and kills the end. So it'll be another replay in the men's. But good to see Aaron Tees just starting to find his weight.
You don't see Corey play that really big weight, do you, very often? He's more of that nice, firm, controlled weight. You know, it's all he needs to play. He plays it well. Very rarely do you see him go flat out like the likes of like yourself and Ryan Bester, who...
What are you saying, Kurt?
I'm saying if you got it, you might as well use it.
Well, you don't mind a drive yourself.
Yeah, I know, but I can't hit them. There's a difference.
You hit plenty. Good shot to have up your sleeve. Good old drive.
It's a big part of the game, isn't it?
Well, certainly in singles it is, and I think certainly when I've had a lot of success, if you're hitting well, then you can draw well. It can be a real killer, and obviously Ryan Bester's had a great singles career by pretty much playing the same way I used to play.
Mm-hmm.
The opposition get on, you drive it and kill it. Then you try and outdraw them.
Give you a bit of room and you're a real toucher.
Unfortunately, if your draw's off, you're in trouble. Which tends to happen more of late. Alright, Corey back to his favourite hand, gets a little bit closer. If I was Aaron Tees, I wouldn't change. I'd stay on the same hand. He's playing a weighted shot here. Well, that's an interesting choice. That's don't know whether he had to have a run there. He's drawn 2 touches on the previous end on that hand in the ops to run, so he could have easily got under that shot bowl of Corey's.
Yeah, I think he just started to find his rhythm drawing there. He should have probably maybe just stuck his weight. Was good with his first one, but
well, what does he do? Does he go again now?
I suppose so. It looks like he is.
Might get a result. Yep, he's made a lot more room for himself. It's back to a 2-bowl singles draw game here. Jack's gone right back. It's stayed on the green, just short of the 2 metre mark. Pretty much a full length now.
Scott just commenting there, saying maybe a little bit of frustration from Aaron. Maybe getting something out of his system, maybe.
Well, Corey's just going to run through here, so an opportunity now for Aaron Tees. Got a bit of room. Now we see the ladies. Looks like Natasha Scott holding again in the ladies' final. Joe Edwards is on the mat. Aaron Tees looks pretty good. We're watching Joe Edwards in the bottom right-hand screen. Well, she's may have got looks like 1. Maybe cut it back to 1 down. Looks like Natasha Scott was holding 3 shots there for a minute.
Corey's looking for Aaron's bowl here.
Well, that's an interesting shot selection as well.
So 1 to Aaron Tees, 17-12, now in the final of the 2019 Golden Nugget from Tweed Heads Bowls Club.
Yeah, there's a bit of room to draw, but opted to go the bowl, or the jack. So a little bit of a comeback here from Aaron Tees.
Yep.
I find it's always good if you can roll a jack and get your first bowl pretty close. The pressure back on the opposition. Another fairly shortish end. Great to see the logos on the green. There you see BCIB Insurance Brokers, Tweed Heads Bowls Club, and Serene Living. So great promotion for the sponsors. Tweed Heads Bowls Club comes up superb on the green. Great viewing from upstairs if you're in the upstairs section of Tweed Heads Bowls Club, looking down from the bistro. They look fantastic. The whole arena looks fantastic when it's full house.
It's a bit of a loose opener there from Corey, which is not something we've seen a lot of this final.
Aaron T's just pulling up short as well, so players just battling a little bit at times. Not taking a lot of grass down that side. You see the line pretty direct, really. A little bit of shot bowl from Corey. Of course, that's the narrower side of the rink. Breeze is blowing across, so wind's holding the bowl up a little bit. Is it going to stop? A little touch of the jack. probably be the shot, that one. Kurt, do you think?
Yeah, Dennis didn't really signal. He's having a quick look now.
Corey doesn't like it. Not going to reach. It looks like one to Aaron T's. The marker, Dennis, holding it up. Favours the bowl of Aaron T's.
Flapping his hands around. He might think he's a bit quick.
It looked at me. He didn't like it out of the hand. It's not a bad bowl, really. It's finished just behind. He's hasn't gone through too much. So, looks like one shot to Aaron T's. Corey Wedlock's got one bowl to play. Sounded like Natasha Scott having a drive on the ladies' rink. I heard a clunk, I'm not sure.
No, it was actually Joe.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Joe. She's two down, 3 down maybe, Joe is.
Corey's trying to draw the shot. Just going to go past. So it'll be another one to Aaron T's on this comeback. Now only trails 13-17. This men's singles final.
Haven't really been going, Aaron won the first end, Corey won the next 4 ends, Aaron won the next 4 ends, Corey won the next 4 ends, and now Aaron's won the next 3 ends.
Well, so
we haven't been going tit for tat with ends. We've been getting on runs of 4 here.
So the run is that Aaron T's will win this end, you're saying?
I think so, yep. Going on the
prediction.
Going on the statistics of the game so far.
Prediction could be 2.
So just got a big bowl here for Joe Edwards. A couple of rinks over on the ladies' final. She trails Natasha Scott 18-13, and I think she might find herself 3 or 4 down here.
Well, she'll be trying to draw the shot, I would think, would she?
She's got a bit of room.
Meanwhile, Aaron T's first bowl's gone about a metre behind.
Joe Edwards has drawn the shot, Kelvin. She needed that one.
And she did. Was that the last bowl on that end, was it?
It was the last bowl, so she trails 18-14. Sometimes they're the hardest ones to draw when you've got a couple of feet. Subconsciously relax.
Well, it's men's singles final. Players haven't been smothering it, but as we said, there's a bit of breeze. It's a little bit tricky. Pretty good bowl here from Corey. Just trying to put a metre on his first bowl. A little bit of shot bowl. So one in between the first 2 bowls of Aaron T's will be perfect here.
His track looks pretty good, or is he a little bit tight?
Yeah, it's on the wide hand. He's not there, more than anything. The line wasn't too bad. Looks like a perfect triangle there, those 3 yellow bowls.
Corey's just got to float around that last one of Aaron's, trying to drop inside the back one there.
He's got a good metre. Just under it, just around it.
Just not into it.
And around it would be perfect. He's got one behind anyway, so he holds the shot.
I wonder if Aaron might have 2 or 3 seconds here, Kelvin.
And that bowl could be worth 3, and that's why he's running. He's after the shot bowl. Well, could he get lucky? That one onto that one could do it.
Oh, he nearly got his other one.
Well, he's definitely made 1 or 2. Got a result. Oh, there's those 2 shots we were talking about. Here we see contact onto his own front bowl, pushing the shot bowl out. It looks like maybe 2 yellow bowls. Corey Wedlock's got 1 bowl left. If you want to win the golden nugget, these are the ones you got to make count. Looks narrow.
Looks like there's something wrong with it, unless he lands the bowl.
I can't see. Aaron Tees is in the way. Nothing's happening. Looks like one maybe.
One to Aaron Tees. So that's 4 ends in a row for Aaron Tees. So Corey Wedlock should win this end.
Well, I think Aaron Tees has got a little comeback happening.
It's 17-14 now. Corey Wedlock from Warilla Bowls Club leads his club mate. Aaron Tees also from Warilla.
Yeah, so a big hello to everyone at Warilla Bowling Club. I'm sure there's plenty of members tuned in, watching this, well, club. These two club mates play one another. It'd be like a club singles final at Warilla, I dare say.
Of course, Warilla very well represented in the Golden Nugget. Gary Kelly from Warilla also made the semi-final this morning, going down in a very titanic tussle with Aaron Tees. So 3 of the 4 semi-finalists from Warilla Bowling Club.
Now you see the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. It's the ladies' final. Looks like Natasha Scott, using the yellow bowls, would have a couple of shots. She leads 18-14 in the final. Jo Edwards is on her way back to the mat to play her bowl. It'll be her last bowl of this end. So she's a couple of shots down, Jo Edwards. She trails 14-18. She's on the mat to draw. Meanwhile, back to Corey Wedlock, trying to draw the shot. Well, that'll be enough. So that last bowl is the shot, and you see Jo Edwards just having a run next door on the ladies' final and missing. A real opportunity for Natasha Scott.
Oh, teasy.
Well, he's got his own bowl. Aaron Tees taking his own bowl out. Natasha Scott in the ladies' final could be drawing for potentially 3 or 4. So we're going to see a breakaway.
Teasy's probably got to try to draw this one, I think, Kelvin. If he runs and misses, he's only got 1 bowl in the head.
Yes, I know what Corey will do.
And he doesn't look like missing the couple of running shots we've seen him play. Natasha's just gone past Jo Edwards' closest bowl. 3 shots there to Natasha.
Aaron Tees running for the shot bowl of the jack, but misses. So Corey Wedlock's just removed his hat. I think he's thinking about trying to run out Aaron Tees' closest bowl, which is the yellow bowl. Could make a full count of 4 if he could get it.
I think he knows just how big this bowl is.
Well, it's worth 3 just to remove it. So I think you'll see Corey Wedlock looking for that bowl. Nothing to lose, really. Well, he's playing weight. He's chasing. Didn't turn much. He liked it out of the hand.
Well, so 1 there to Corey.
Well, a missed opportunity there from Corey. Could have made 3 or 4 and only gets 1. He knows it himself. Shake of the head. And Aaron Tees probably a sigh of relief. He's shaking his head as well. Missed opportunities.
There's an interesting choice of shot there from Aaron Kelvin to run at that again with his last bowl.
I think that just shows you that Aaron's just sort of struggling a little bit on his draw. He hasn't got that confidence. Obviously conditions are a little bit tricky. The breeze is blowing around. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah, it just seems to come across that way. But like you said, it's not easy out there. It's a bit blowy. It's probably the breeziest it's been all week is for the final. You can see the split screen there, the bottom right. That's the ladies' final. Jo Edwards of New Zealand playing Natasha Scott.
Yeah, so it's Natasha 21-14, so she's in the box seat in this final. Good opening bowl from Aaron Tees.
We've just struck 1,200 viewers here in the final of the Golden Nugget. So thanks everybody for liking and sharing this broadcast.
A good bowl there from Corey Wedlock, and just looking through the records, Natasha Scott last won this event in 2014. So she would be ideally love to win it again. Joe Edwards was runner-up in 2018, so 2 years in a row, and Joe was a winner back in 2016, so she's been a very good competitor in the Golden Nugget. And Corey Wedlock trying to trail a jack, draw another one, could be two.
Natasha and Joe Kelvin actually played each other in the final in 2013 of the Golden Nugget. The year before Natasha won it, Joe actually beat Natasha in the final.
So there's a bit of history between these two.
Yeah. The crowd goes wild. Natasha Scott's just drawn her side toucher. She's holding two.
Well, Aaron Tees has thrown the arms out. Not happy with that last bowl. Bit of a run shot, and couldn't believe how much it turned.
I think he better put that run shot back in his bag. I think it's not working too well for him.
Back to the basics, back to the draw.
Well, when he does draw, he's been drawing well. As we've seen those few ends, he really started to get into a good rhythm.
Yes, I've watched a bit of the live streaming throughout the week, and I recall in a couple of earlier games, Aaron Tees was just smothering the jack in a couple of games on the draw.
Matthew Bolton, do you score shots for head shaking and arm waving?
Well, there you see it.
A little bit of frustration from the boys. It's a big final for them both.
Well, it won't be a bad bowl there from Corey. Anything behind's good. So Aaron Tees back to the forehand draw. Can he draw the shot? Probably two down. Just going to go on through a little bit. Give it a chance though. It looks like Corey Wedlock will keep the momentum going forward. Certainly has one. They're going to measure for two. And in the ladies' final, Natasha Scott's got a good lead now. And there you see bottom right hand, right on the jack. She leads 23-14 against Joe Edwards. It just shows you how important the first bowl is in singles. Put the pressure right on your opposition. If you can't put that pressure on, it makes it very difficult to get that momentum.
I think Natasha and Joe may have actually played each other on the way through too, Kelvin, in the sectional play. I think they both came through Section A in the women.
Yes, they were. They were in Section A, Joe Edwards and Natasha Scott. And it looks like
Played each other in the last round of the sectional play.
Yep, knowing that both of them would have been through. Joe Edwards was the winner in that previous match, and there you see Corey Wedlock, good opening bowl.
Yeah, very true, Joe. It's quite easy to play well while we're all watching the game, but being out there in a big final, it's not easy. So Corey changes over to the wide hand here, just giving himself a little chance Played it well too, I think, Kelvin.
Yeah, he's got the jack beautifully.
Yeah, it's a great
Absolutely perfect. Corey Wedlock.
He's playing that shot so well, isn't he? Just being able to reach up and change the head.
Well, he's certainly drawn the most consistent. There's no doubt about that. Really been more consistent. Not a bad response here from Aaron, though. A little touch off the bowl. Yep, that'll be good enough as well. Big hello to Fraser Maguire from Weeper, part of the Weeper Crocs in the UBC. Tuning in. Big hello. I'll see you next week, no doubt.
Of course, they'd be tuned in to watch Jo Edwards. She plays for the Weeper Crocs in the UBC.
And what a buy she is for the Weeper Crocs.
Performed quite well too. They weren't too far out of making the finals in event 1 at Warilla.
So Corey Wedlock, can he get a bit luckier? He needs a bit. Well, he's got it too, I think. He may have got the shot there on the follow-through. May have made a couple. Bit hard to see from this angle. Yeah, and there you see it. 3 shots to Corey Wedlock.
What a massive turnaround that was.
Ounce of luck. So Aaron Tees, can he respond? He's got to miss the bowl coming in. Wow, he's caught the edge of it and probably going to run too far. Wow, that's a big turnaround. Corey Wedlock getting a very lucky result.
I suppose that makes him even now. Teasy got that fortunate one there a few ends ago when he was in a bit of strife.
Yes, and now Corey Wedlock can really put a stamp on this men's singles final if he can draw another shot here.
As Natasha scores another one now to go 24-14 up over Jo Edwards.
He's gone for a back bowl, knowing that Aaron Tees likes to have a run. Corey Wedlock holding 3. Aaron Tees, well, here you see it. He's playing weight on his backhand. Needs some contact. He's really after the jack. He's not far away. He gets the jack, it'd be big. Could make 3 himself. Looks like 2. Well, a 5-shot conversion there.
It's 3. It's 3.
6-shot conversion. Well, there you see it. Well, what a bowl there from Aaron Tees.
I think that was almost curtains if he missed that one, Kelvin.
3 down to 3 up, and
what a shot.
Huge turnaround. Well, that should give him some confidence, because he needed it.
Corey obviously having the right idea by covering the back, but wanted to force Teasy to play the hard weight. He forced it. Played it perfect.
Yeah, probably went a little bit too far back. I think if it was you, Kurt Brown, you would have just put it about 6 feet behind and stopped that. And there you see Natasha Scott in the ladies' singles final. Now only needs 1 shot to become the 2019 champion. It's 24-14. So can Jo Edwards fight back?
Pretty big ask, isn't it? 24-14 against Natasha, but
of course plays at the Pine Rivers Bowls Club in Brisbane. One of the biggest and best clubs in Queensland. Of course, they have the Bowls Premier League in November this year, so Jo Edwards plays for the Pine Rivers, works for the Pine Rivers Club. Been part of the New Zealand team in recent years.
Skips the Division 1 ladies pennant team, skips one of the rinks there for Pine Rivers.
Big hello to Steve Ratcliffe, he's watching, if he's watching. The general manager at the Pine Rivers Bowls Club. So, the call is that Jo playing weight. Just a little unlucky. She went through the hole. If you can see on the bottom right hand square there. So Natasha's in the box seat there by the looks of it. She's got a hand on the title. It's not over until the last bowl finishes, of course. It's a funny game, bowls.
Well, Jo Edwards got one more bullet left to keep herself in the final here as Natasha Scott holds one hand on the trophy.
So it's Aaron Tees. He's one down.
It's another big bowl here, Kelvin, if he could just get a touch on the jack.
That's what he's after. He doesn't like it. He's just going to slide under. He had perfect weight as well for the shot. Well, Corey Wedlock's got to be careful. He holds one, but he could draw for two. It's Jo Edwards in the ladies' final driving. Needs contact. Well, she's got the jack, and she may have got the shot if it's inbounds. Don't know. It could be a measure. Could be a measure of a shot. We're not sure.
The jack's still in play. Tasha's going, it's too close. Bring your tape up.
It's about a 4 metre measure in the ladies' match. Of course, Natasha Scott only needs one.
Is Corey just going to run this out? Oh.
Well, he didn't want to give it away there.
No.
He leads 19-17. Aaron Tees has been fighting back. Gives him the momentum now. We get his length back that he was playing earlier. It'll be 20-17 to Corey Wedlock over Aaron Tees.
As the women have pulled out the extra long measure here to work out who is holding shot after Jo Edwards splashed the jack out near the boundary peg.
Yes, the girls are measuring. Well, they're shaking hands. It looks like Natasha Scott has won 25-14 in the 2019 Ladies Golden Nugget Singles over Jo Edwards from Pine Rivers, of course. Plays for New Zealand.
Yeah, well done to Natasha Scott there. It's pretty. Jo Edwards had a fantastic tournament, undefeated. First game she lost and it had to be the final, so feel a bit for Jo, but well done Natasha, she hung tough.
Yes, very good singles player Natasha. Congratulations, 2019 champion. She'll be very happy that we can concentrate on the men's final now. 100%. It's Corey Wedlock, 2017. Aaron Tees holds the shot. So the flags sort of gusting in the back. They sort of changed direction again. There's a bit more easterly in the breeze now, or subtly swung right around actually. So
it's swirling.
That's what's making it difficult for the players. Wind keeps changing and swirling. Of course, the large clubhouse causes the wind to circulate a lot here at Tweed Heads. Corey Wedlock trying to arrive. Just going to pull up short again. Right contact, he could get lucky. Well, he has. He's just got the back edge of his own bowl. He's turned it up for shot.
Teesy going big.
Big drive here from Aaron Tees. Well, he looks good. Yes, perfect. Wow, Aaron Tees, great drive. Action replay, Aaron Tees, Corey Wedlock right on the jack, straight at the target, peels it out, clean as a whistle. Perfect drive.
Big fist pump there from Teesy.
He's back.
You're right, Christine, that was a brilliant drive there from Teesy, and here comes Corey.
Well, he's close. Wow, he may have got the result, we're not sure. He's on target.
Teasy shaking his head, so he might be down.
One of these forehand swingers. Corey Wedlock hasn't missed any of these. He's been right on target every time. Probably a little bit unlucky he didn't get the right result. He was on target and the Jacks rebounded forward. Looks like one to Corey, we're thinking. You can hear a plane in the background. Kurt, you're going to be a pilot soon.
Yeah, maybe one day. Yeah, it just keeps going and going, doesn't it? It won't go away. It's be circling the Tweed Heads Bowls Club, I think.
One of those big C-17s from the RAF base, I think. He's just got to beat this front bowl.
So it is one to Corey, is it? I didn't see if it was.
Yeah, so one to Corey Wedlock. So he now leads 21-17. So another little break.
Is he still getting the 4-4 ratio?
It's even money now.
So we've played 23 ends so far here in the Golden Nugget final here, the men's final. Corey Wedlock and Aaron Tees. Could be still a few more ends to go yet too, Kelvin.
Yes, we're a long way from being finished.
As Kelvin said, the wind has just changed a little bit here at Tweed Heads. The direction, it was a nor'easter, swing around to a virtually easterlies now, so we'll change the line of the hands here, but the boys, they seem to be still hanging in alright. As Corey just drops this one short. Maybe a few more nerves kicking in here for these two young guys, that they're both playing for their first Golden Nugget trophy. And Aaron's unfortunately run into one of Corey's short bowls.
Well, he'd be shaking his head with that. There they go, the arms out.
They're pretty animated, aren't they?
So what's going on there? Well,
fortunately for Aaron, he's still holding the shot. Should see a beautiful shot there of the Tweed Heads Bowls Club in the background.
yeah, it's one of the biggest and best clubs in the world, no doubt about that. Of course, you're one of our best skippers here, Kurt Brown, as well.
No, it truly is an amazing club, full of history.
Well, Tees, he's turned his back on this. He's walking back to the mat, and his bowl's still going. He's really getting frustrated. So, as you can hear the wind in the background now, sort of getting a bit gustier.
It's a pretty loose head from the boys here, Kelvin.
Yes, it certainly must be pretty tricky out there. See the corner flag there blowing. Well, the wind's actually blowing the opposite direction of that corner flag, believe it or not. So, see the wind bounces off the clubhouse. Sometimes what you think is the wide hand is actually the narrow hand when it gets windy, especially from the north. Well, pretty good bowl here from Corey Wedlock if he's got the running. Well, yeah, absolutely perfect. Now Aaron Tees has some issues. He's got to miss his own short bowls. Try and beat Corey Wedlock's closest bowl.
Yeah, it's a big bowl here for Aaron. He's drifting.
He's got to miss the front bowl coming in.
He hasn't. He might have even tipped it in.
Well, he's certainly battling. It's been Corey Wedlock who's just been the most consistent. And there you see it. 3 shots to Corey Wedlock. He now only needs 1 shot to become the new Golden Nugget champion. 24-17. Quite amazing how quick these games have been this afternoon. The ladies' final is finished before the men's final, which is not very often happens. And of course, Aaron Tees and Corey Wedlock are both pretty quick players as well. So The ladies' final was very quick. A lot of high-scoring ends. A lot of 2s and 3s in that match.
Yeah, we've only just been out here just on an hour and a half. Aaron turns his back really early on this first bowl. He's
getting frustrated. You can see him just, well, he's not picking it. Going back to the narrower side now. So Corey Wedlock, geez, he'd like to put one right on it, because, well, still an opportunity. So Aaron tees. Well, he's got to win this end to keep the match alive.
He's got to win every end, hasn't he, from now? He's got to score 8 unanswered shots here against Corey Wedlock.
His weight was good, but he's just going to run away. So fairly loose end from the boys. Both their first bowls a bit loose. Oh, plenty of grass. Well, this one looks like it's going through as well. Well, this is a very interesting end.
Deja vu of the last end.
Well, Aaron Tees has already turned his back on this bowl, so that can't be a good sign either.
Short.
Wow, this is amazing. Why don't they play like that when I play them?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
They didn't play like that last year when I played them. Not with any one of those. As you can see, conditions are a bit tricky. You can see the flags swirling up the back. Well, a good one here is going to win Corey Wedlock the Golden Nugget, but
Oh dear.
well, he's got to miss this bowl. Wow. I'm not sure who's got the shot. I don't know. I don't know.
He must be too embarrassed to ask, I think. Teesy's walking around shaking his head.
Well, that last bowl won't help Aaron either, so I think he'll go to the wide side. There's a lot of room to draw the shot. Well, he's turned his back again, Aaron T. So I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Oh, he's short. Well, it looks like Corey's won it.
He has won it. Jeez.
Well, that's one of the most amazing ends you'll see. The 2019 champion Corey Wedlock from Marilla has defeated Aaron T's 25-17 in what would describe a very interesting last end.
Absolutely, Kelvin. Even the second last end, yeah, the boys just went a bit wayward, but the wind's gusting. It's easy to do, but well done to Corey Wedlock, hanging on to win. That's a big win for Corey.
That's huge. He's had a really good 2019 year. He's been going really well, so certainly going to stamp his authority as one of the Australian squad members, putting a bit of pressure on some of the other members in the team. So he is the new Golden Nugget champion of 2019. Congratulations, Corey Wedlock.
Yes, he certainly will be pushing forward now with his national selection hopes, Corey, and that certainly won't hurt him. So just a reminder too that Natasha Scott is the ladies' champion, having defeated Joe Edwards, four-time champion, in the final of the ladies, and Corey Wedlock from Warilla Bowling Club defeats Aaron Tees also from Warilla Bowling Club. So two very worthy winners here after 4 very tough days of bowls at the Tweed Heads Bowls Club.
So as you can see from the camera shot right around, the crowd is dispersing rather quickly. Now we see the trophies, the winners and runner-up trophies going out onto the green. It'll be Natasha Scott and Corey Wedlock who will walk away as the 2019 champions. Wayne Turley there, Tweed Heads Bowls Club Bowls Coordinator, along with the chairman, Tweed Heads Bowls.
Lee Tynan. See the left of the screen there, Corey getting interviewed straight away. No rest for the wicked.
So I'll have the presentations of the trophies up very shortly. Golden Nugget trophies. So very shortly we'll have the presentation. Lee Tynan, the chairman of the Tweedheads Bowls Club, will be the MC for the presentation. Players are gathering around the greens edges. So Jeremy Henry in the background, last year's finalist, on screen from the Rarula Bowls Club, congratulating Corey Wedlock, the new champion. 25-17 it was in the final. They're just organising presentations. Wayne Turley, Tweedheads Bowls Club Bowls Coordinator.
Getting his speech ready. So just stay with us, folks. I think we'll be bringing you the stream of the presentations here. We'll hear what the players have to say. Thanks to all you guys for joining us too on the broadcast all week. It's a nice reward for the hard work that Robbie Allen and his crew put into this. So we really appreciate you tuning in and sharing the stream.
Yes, it's a tremendous to have such technology these days with live streaming. Goes all over the world. Players from the UK, America, Canada, New Zealand, South Africa, all tuned in watching the Golden Nugget this week, live streamed here at the Tweedheads Bowls Club. We've had a fantastic week of weather.
Mexico on every day. Mexico every day. Scotland.
Well, I've just been told they're even watching from Mexico. I think that's where the mafia come from. Not about bowls in Mexico. Anyway, the presentation's about to get underway very shortly.
I see Wayne Turley at the lectern, waiting to get the proceedings underway. Thanks to everyone for all your kind comments. It's our pleasure to be bringing you this, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we have bringing it to you this week. Thanks to Tweedheads Bowls Club for bringing the live streaming as well.
Yes, it would have been very interesting to see a drone shot. I just see that Brian Pearce said, "Where's the drone shot?" Well, maybe we can do that next year, get the drone out. A fabulous venue. Have the drone over above. For the ones that just joined us, Natasha Scott and Corey Wedlock are the 2019 champions. The presentation will begin very shortly. Just waiting on the players to assemble rinkside.
Probably up getting themselves a well-earned beer, Kelvin, before they...
Must be a few flying back to interstate tonight, I dare say. Talked to Ellen Ryan earlier. She's flying back to Goulburn in Canberra. It's going to be snowing when she arrives, I believe, tonight, they say.
Should we be missing this Queensland weather?
For the ones going to Melbourne, I think it's much better. But here's Wayne Turley.
On behalf of Tweedheads Bowls Club, I'd like to thank our special guests for supporting the finals today, in particular our directors, patrons, live members, and our sponsors. But most importantly, I'd like to thank you, the crowd, for turning out the last 4 days, nearly 6 days. We've had Junior Nugget Saturday, Sunday, and now Golden Nugget this week. I'd now like to introduce the chairman of Tweedheads Bowls Club, Mr. Lee Tynan.
Thanks, mate. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we've certainly been fortunate enough to see the world's best bowlers showcase their talents over the last 4 days. Golden Nugget has once again lived up to its 30-year reputation. I'm sure you agree with me, this has been a very successful and enjoyable tournament. Right, Wayne, I'd like to thank the players for accepting our invitation to play in the Golden Nugget and provide such exciting and high-quality bowling. I acknowledge our sponsors, BCLB for the first time, Serene Retirement Living, returning again, Aero Bowls, Colton United Brewery, Tweedheads Bowl Shop, and Perennial Oldham Automotive. I thank you sincerely for your assistance and support. I can't speak too highly of our volunteers, our umpires, markers, scorers, security, grapple sellers, many others without which this event could not be possible. You suffered through all 4 seasons of weather, you willingly gave up your time to this, making such tournaments a world-class event. Thank you very much for the volunteers. For the first time, we've had live streaming of games throughout the 4 days, courtesy of the Gold Coast District media team. This had a worldwide audience. I think today we picked about 1,300 people watching it live. I'm told over the week there's been thousands and thousands watching the replays and so on. So it's quite an achievement, quite a new invention. It's positive for the sport of bowls. Finally, to you, the spectators, like I said, your numbers are up this year, and I think you've certainly enjoyed the new environment that we've created. The new format's worked well, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again next year. To our winners, Natasha Scott, Corey Wedlock, congratulations on winning this prestigious event.
Thanks, Lee. Now I'd like to call on the Deputy Chairman to come forward. It gives me great pleasure to present prizes to the ladies and men's equal third place getters. Firstly, in the ladies, we have Ellen Ryan. Chloe Stewart. Ryan Bester. And Gary Kelly. ask our chairman, Mr. Lee Tyne, and here we go, the runner-up this year, the ladies 2019 Golden Nuggets, Joe Edwards. The winner.
Very much to Joe. Thank you for a great final. Chloe, Ellen, well done. To Corey, congratulations, and Brian, Gary, and TT as well.
And now.
Firstly, I'd like to thank Wayne Turley and his board of directors for the invite. Such a class field every year, and just to get the invite stoked and wrap to win it. It's easy for the game. We've had a lot of battles over the few years coming through junior ranks and that, and to play the Gold Nugget against you is fantastic. To all the other winners, Tash, Ellen, Joe, and Chloe, well done. The sponsors, thank you. Ones like this can't run, the prize money obviously without you. Spectators, fantastic playing in a crowd like this, and yeah, thank you, and hopefully see you next year.
Thanks, Corey. Just personally, I'd like to. Here's personally Francis, thank you. You've been fantastic all week. It's been amazing to Ian Irvine. And the live streaming was mentioned. I'd like to thank our Gold Coast District Media team, to Robbie Allen and Bob Denman. Thank you. They've been here since very early in the morning to late at night, from the Junior Nugget through this week, and with the help of Brian Marshall as well. But thank you. It's got the live streaming out there, and the peak was 1.3 thousand eyeballs, which could mean something like 40, 50, 100,000 people watching. So thank you very much. So the Golden Nugget for 2020 will be from Monday the 3rd of August to the 7th of August, Thursday the 7th, that's in 2020 for the dates. Don't forget, coming up in a couple of weeks' time, for those people still here, we have the Australian Indoor Championships from Monday the 26th of August to Thursday the 29th. So if you'd like to stick around and see that. And without further ado, we've got a couple of things to do. First is to draw a $100 lucky draw for someone in the crowd. This is from Serene Retirement Living, one of our major sponsors. Is going to draw the lucky number. You've got to be here to win it. Hopefully we get this really quick. Green 39. D, green D 39. Are you here? Shout out nice and loud. We've got a voucher. D, green D 39. Going. Green D 39 going. We got a winner. Green D 39, Jimmy C. Can't be you.
I challenge these to be this lucky.
Give us a look, Jimmy. He's got it as well. We got a $100 voucher spent this afternoon in the bar, Jimmy. And now we have the raffle. The raffle, people bought tickets to the raffle. We have two presidents, Michelle Cooper and George Homewood here. One can hold the bag and one can draw the lucky number. A set of arrow bowls. And we got a phone number. The winner is Steve Reed. Steve Reed. He's here. Right down there. Thank you. We'll come and see you. Come and see us. We'll give you, you want a second-hand set of bowls. So well done. That's a set to kill and put down the room. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, the crowd. Thank you, everyone, sticking around. Hope you enjoyed the 2019 Golden Nugget. And please make sure you go inside. We've got our Bistro 16, the cafe, and enjoy the facilities of Tweed Heads Bowls Club. Thank you very much.
Well, there we see it, the 2019 champions, the end of the presentation. Corey Wedlock and Natasha Scott walking away with the winners' checks. Congratulations to Tweed Heads Bowls Club in hosting a fantastic 2019 Golden Nugget. And as we heard, the event next year will be from the 3rd to the 7th, the Golden Nugget 2020. So congratulations to all. Thank you.
Also, thanks to everybody for joining the coverage over the last 4 days and liking and sharing it. And we love all the feedback and all the comments coming through the stream. So we'll be bringing you a lot more games as live streaming is becoming very popular with bowls. So whenever you're online, just remember, keep liking and sharing and comment. We really appreciate the feedback. So until next time, take it easy. Thank you.